Greetings and welcome to City Skylines Deepburg, episode 52. So, back in the traffic area, let's see what we've done today. What we did last time. Last time round, we adjusted the junction here a little bit. Well, mostly got rid of a massive drop in the ground that was here, but that's done anyway. Then we put a slip road in there. We basically did a bunch of trialing in this area, but for the most part, we actually spent a lot of time doing the highways. And the traffic on the highways, I gotta admit, is flowing fairly well right now. So we did, I mean, there are occasional slowdowns, but no like big tailbacks anymore. I'm just double checking, but yeah, the highways appear to be behaving themselves for the most part now. So hopefully that will help out. This still irritates me that they're so slow. There's all these bays they can park in, but they always use that one bay. And it's so close to the next bay that they can actually slow each other down. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that other than have more transport areas. So maybe in the next city we learn from this and we put more of these train stations down early rather than waiting until the late day. And then, yeah. Also, this hub's little trial, although I kind of like all these tracks coming in, it looks kind of cool. I think it's entirely unnecessary. It's not really having any real effect on the traffic flow. But it kind of looks cool though. I do like it, so I'm happy with that at least. All right, but that's that. Let's have a look. So today we're going to expand out the Chadwick area and build it a bit inside, and then get the highway connected and stuff like that. So that's the plan for today. However, before it started, we had a comment from D Weeksy who made a good idea. Why don't we turn this into a roundabout system? Because a lot of the vehicles are actually causing each other to be cut up. And I kind of like the idea, so let's do that. The inner one, I want to have a roundabout going around. Now, which way should it go? Looking at the mechanism, most vehicles are coming in here. And what actually might be a good idea is to knock off a few of these buildings on the edge here, so just to remove this little congestion on this on the edge of the junction itself. Most of these ones up here, but what are you? Oh yeah, please. We'll stop this one like this, but it will mean less chances of something happening here. Alright. So, one of the things we do, make this a one-way road. And I kind of like that. So we keep these as crossroads, not much we can do about them really. But if we make this road go that way around, it'll make it less likely that someone's going to cut somebody off coming out of these roads. Or we can go the other way. Less likely someone's going to cut somebody off coming into these main roads. And since the main roads are usually where the congestion problems exist, it says that, okay. Yeah, because you look at these ones here, these are stuck. And they're still going for that one one's still going to get into here. And these are stuck by people trying to get into these barns. Now they are set to fill, and I don't feel they're going to fill up ever. So I'm going to put them back to balance for now. Just to help reduce the workload in this area. And then we may come back to these later on when we figure out how to use them properly. I really should look into them properly, but I don't know. Anyway, they're done. And I think the biggest problem really with traffic is vehicles coming out of this crossroad to get to the barn itself. So as a trial, we'll make these one-way roads with trees. Yeah, they seem to have trees on them. Going around. And we'll be that direction. That one won't let me upgrade it. So that one is going to require me to move something. That building and same building. That building on both. Well, that's convenient. There you go. Alright, so we have a one-way road on that one now, which should make life so much easier. And what I'm also thinking of doing is on the feed-in road, on these roads, make all of these 3 lanes, so we can get in and out better, and make it 3 lanes in since there are 2-lane pieces. There we go. There we go. And that should help it get vehicles in faster. There we go. That should get vehicles in faster, and out shouldn't have a problem, really, overall. Although if we are seeing a problem, then we can deal with that better, can't we? And we will keep an eye on it. If it does cause a problem going out, we'll just flip these around and make them do the other way. That being said, I want you to be also a 3-lane in as well, because I've noticed this one gets a lot of traffic going in both directions. I want that to stop, and I feel we can do the same here. We can make this into a one-way road going around the out way. Probably the same direction that one, actually. Just to kind of help out. Should we do a one-way direction on this, or should we make it, I don't know. I'm I'm kind of debating this one. It can go one way, and it will put a lot of vehicles down this road here, and then down this road here. So put a lot of in will be here and here, and there'll be little bits of out going out there. Now it put too much on the inbound. We have to go that way. It would have to go. Yeah. I don't know on that one yet, but that's causing a lot of problems right there. Look at that. And you can this way. It's a one-way road now, so yeah, it's causing so much congestion here. Wow, that had backed up. That has backed up so quickly. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I thought, one-way road, that'd be great. And there's all these vehicles trying to get into these barns, causing the problem. All right, so what we should do here then is, if we force all this traffic to go south, like that, with a one-way road, not a two-way. One-way road. You force it all to go south, out that way, and in that way and out both sides. Wouldn't be a bad idea overall, but no. I think these should be 3-lane roads because a lot of this is caused by congestion, right? Like that, and then like that should help out a lot. Keep them going in one direction basically, and that one comes in that way. Yeah, that and that should be an outbound only. So these are the outbounds. So once you've delivered your cargo, you can get out that way, and then down here you can go that way or that way, and that would actually potentially help out a fair bit actually. Or even better, if we were to place these as inbounds. Right, if we place those as inbounds, they could go up or down at this point and then scatter. But if we did it the other way around, they come in here or here to the left or right. Actually, outbound, outbound, flip, flip. So you come in, that way. You come in this or this, then you go out by that or that, and it means that you pick the junction you want to be in, and that should help. And that should help a fair bit. Yeah, that should actually help quite a bit. All the vehicles coming in and out by these central roads, and then they're turning left or right, so they shouldn't have any issue with which lane to be in, because they'll be in the lane for the appropriate top or bottom building, and they've got quite a way to go before the junction ends. So that could actually help quite a bit. That being said, that would allow a one-way road system on the outskirts to flow away from these junctions, causing minimum congestion. Okay, let's just try that. So if we were to say you, okay, were to go that way, and up there, and then you would flow away from that as well, away from that to that one. Yep, and that one there would flow that way, and then that one would flow that way to there. So what you've got is this road comes in, and you can go that way only. Here they can go both directions down here. This one comes out, and you should only be able to go that way. Yeah, that'll do it. So both roads lead away from this road, and both roads lead away from that road. Both of these roads lead towards this. Both of these roads lead towards this. That should help out a fair bit. So the top roads go up, and the bottom roads go out. So it should remove all congestion from this area. And that building's on fire. It's going to be quite annoying though, because literally fire engines will not be able to make it into the central stack. I mean, it's there, and that's a problem. And that building, that fire's going to spread, but not what I can do about that. Really, although fire engines should be able to ignore the one-way system, in my opinion. It's it's an emergency there. But yes, that's all there really is to it. All right, so anyway, but that's all covered now. So we should start seeing a lot more vehicles. Where are you going? You're returning to last band. No, you're not. And you? Oh, not last band. You're going out somewhere. Okay. Now they're moving. So I had a weird little car going, hey, I want to go back to that thing. And no. And there we go. They're moving. And on this side, we've got people being weird. And the fire engine wants to get through. And the fire... What is that building in a way? I mean, I don't really care about the building overall. In fact, what I'd like to do is de-zone this area. And we can deal with putting other stuff in this area ourselves. because this area now doesn't really want any industrial traffic on the inside. It wants to be just our barn-based building, which we'll deal with later on. There we go. And we can put more barns in here if this starts to ease the traffic as well. But I feel this overall will actually help out. Once it gets it sort of self-flowing a little bit. I mean, I could restrict them so that this one can only fill that left and this can only fill the right, and left and right, but that would just put a lot of traffic onto this road and that road that would otherwise be able to spread itself around a bit. I'm not entirely averse to it though. Actually, let's do that. Let's try that. Yes, let's give it a try. So here, you go there, and you go there, and you... We do the same on both sides just to help it out. There we go. I didn't go through, did it? No. There. And at the top here, if we do the same thing here, I mean, I really could do it for a single lane road, but I don't think we actually have any single lane roads that are one way, but it's not a highway. And to be fair, a highway wouldn't hurt too much. It would stop the vehicles on the outside as well, wouldn't it? But that would help out a lot, because that would spread the load. And hopefully it wouldn't put too much traffic here, but in theory it would make this split more evenly. We'll find out very shortly then, won't we? But it's a fire engine. Well, the building burned down anyway, or the fire was put out and the building decommissioned itself. One of the two. But overall, I feel we should start getting some better flow in here. We have a traffic problem here. What? Oh, it's a vehicle being hey, I want to go into I want to do a building block of the entire road. That's what the problem is. So the red vehicle is being the problem. There we go. That should actually clear up then, shouldn't it? But that's looking... I feel that's looking better. It might just be subjective, but I feel that's looking better. Well, the centre's already looking better. But that could just be because all the vehicles outside are despawned, so I can't really tell you that one. But all I can do is say, hopefully this will clear down once it gets a chance to start moving again. And we'll find out very shortly. We are going down here to leave, right? We make that into one way up. That way they won't use this second mechanism for leaving. Because I feel that's going to be bad. That should be... Hang on, pause. That's going to be northbound. Yes, it is. Good. And this one then should be southbound, because there should be no reason to go both directions on this. There we go. That road is... It's only an in-road anyway, so there's no logical reason to have anything else going on there. And that, in theory, will stop this traffic coming down here on the blockage. We'll only have people on the outer lane and the people on the inner lane. And that should help out. And the same here, inner and outer lane. And that shouldn't be an issue then. Alright. So we get to see how this works out for us. And if we get too much coming down one of these roads causing congestion, we can get rid of these arrows at the top, which actually cause a little bit of a problem for some people. But in theory, they shouldn't do. Alright, well, we'll leave this alone now. We're going to do with the other tasks for the day, and let's see how they get on with the rest of the day. I am thinking about changing this to be a one-way, a three-lane on the bottom. And you know what? If we can do it without having to move anything, I will consider it. Let's have a look. Yes, 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 yes. It's a straight road, so in theory it shouldn't have any issues. Okay, let's do that. All the way down to the bottom road, just give it more lanes. And the plan will be 2 lanes going to the left. Because feeding this road has always been the issue. So I may need to flip this around, yeah. I need to flip it on pretty much all legs of this journey. And that should give us... Oops. That should give us two vehicles going left all the way to the bottom road, which in theory clears up that road a little bit better once it starts to flow again. Although it does look clear right now, but it does come in waves. And we have seen this being very busy for a long time here. So hopefully that will let more vehicles get down this road. Some turning up, some going down. And that should hopefully... You can see I'm already using it really well here. So we'll see how that goes. And the traffic flow here is... flowing. So we'll stick with that for now. Alright, ignoring that. Let's go and do our other task for the day. So our other task for the day... Ooh, that water is very blue. Is expand the Chattanooga area a little bit. So, okay, where are we on this? 15 minutes into the recording. We have plenty of time. Give me more housing. And I think more housing... A nice double stack of housing down here will be really nice. To there. And then up to there as well. And I don't want to get into that bubble at the end. In fact, I feel that we do stop that there. We can use this end piece as some more offices. And then actually, let's decommission these houses at the same time. These should be offices down this end. And you know what? Since offices don't cause me any issues, let's zone those offices in right now. Housing, obviously, you get the death waves and stuff, so we'll ignore that piece for now. Ooh, actually, let's leave the end piece for commercial. Unpause, there we go. Heavy commercial, please, on the end bit here. That gives a little bit of shopping at the end, and it gives us the... there we go. It gives us that... low buildings, really tall buildings, tall buildings. So that should help out. That should give us what we need there. Oh, that should most definitely be a office section just there as well. Alright, so that's the upgrade we got coming through. Loads of houses, loads of offices, and loads of, well, a small amount of shopping. Thank you, autosave. Just confused me for a second then. Oop, there we go, autosave. Alright, so no more houses for now, because I don't want to screw it up. But we're going to put shopping down here. I think the outer layer should entirely be shopping on this one. So give me shopping, commercial. And we'll say commercial, 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 commercial. Commercial, 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 commercial. What's the noise like in the city? I'm just trying to figure out if commercial up against housing is still an issue when it being the with it being different type. Wow, they actually don't produce much on the lines of commercial noise, do they? I thought they would have a large noise problem. Well, since they don't, we can get rid of that low density commercial entirely. Because that low density commercial was always put in place to help separate out the high density commercial from the housing, because you don't want to have a high density commercial next to your housing. It causes noise problems, and since the self-sustained one doesn't seem to produce much on the noise front, let's get them zoned in with their own high density. There we go. That's you, and then this pack wants to be. I'm just rezoning it in blocks because it's easier. There we go, and then this area here would also be... There we go. There you go. That should be fine. Most of that should not despawn, because obviously if it's already high density it won't be an issue. There we go, and then we switch to the paintbrush tool. Just paint this area all up. There we go. And then here, I want to have this as commercial as well. Like that, and then that can also be commercial going across there. There we go. And then this piece, no, that can be houses. Commercial, 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 commercial. And then I think on this side we'll also do commercial. Yes. Double-sided? You know what? Yes. I was umming and ahhing on that one, but yes. Double-sided. I was going to give it a single side of commercial. There we go. With the commercial side and the housing on this side, but I feel, no, it's actually okay to do that. There we go. And that will do fine. Okay, so that's going to give us a nice band of that, and we'll give them next episode, or back into this episode, we'll zone probably 2 or 3, or maybe 4 blocks of housing here. But that'll get that going. So, next up on our little list of things to be doing, where they build all that stuff. So go check on that area. I know it's only been like a minute and a half, but how is it zoning right now? Okay, traffic problems have definitely cleared down here. So now I think it's worth putting these back onto Phil and see how they react. Phil. Now that will again bring in a lot of trucks, and hopefully when they arrive, they won't just swamp the area. They'll come in and they'll fill the buildings up and get out of there without any rail issue. And we'll see how that goes for them. And I'd like to put in the extra ones back in again. and see how they go, but I don't want to do that until I know these are actually going to fill up properly. And what we could do is move these buildings down to the bottom and have these buildings next to each other at the top so they're on the same outfeeding roads. But again, I don't want to do that until I know they're going to be okay. Alright, well, ignoring that for now. And our little cattle farms and stuff, they're looking pretty healthy. But, you know, the sunshine for these side of rails made me think there was a train stuck here. You can see there, that one there looks a bit like that, didn't it? Alright, so this is still an issue, but we can't do what about that. It's just the standard very slow speed of the vehicles there. I'm always confused why they're so slow, though. It never really makes sense at that point. And also, this building is never happy. It's always a problem. It always has a problem. I mean, it has garbage program building right there. I could build that straight into there. Give it a feed in for the highway and make it just only have access to this, but I don't feel it's going to be needed. How is your... Yeah, you don't even use all your vehicles, so it's not like it's needed. Alright, anyway, ignoring that, back to the chat area. I feel what we could do is we could definitely get this zoned up with its roads now. But where do you want the roads to come in? What I'd like to do is bring this highway around to this island and jump to that island and have a road coming in here and a road going out here. I feel that would look quite nice. And when it gets here, it can split off that way, come in, split off that way, come in, and this side can go out that way and go out that way. That'll work quite well. And have an in and out, side by side, there, and there. I think that's far enough apart that it shouldn't be an issue. And they shouldn't need to use it as a U-turn, so I don't think you see much going down that road there. Yeah, that should work out well. Alright, let's bring up the highway. Highway! Alright, give me the standard highway. And we're going to elevate it. Now, both of these are currently going the correct way. No, yep, they are. Sorry, I was double checking. And this is where our first one starts. So, where is our highway? Our island is there. So, the turn we're going to use is actually going to be back here. Ever so slight turn. Gives us a bit more playing room with the other piece. So, put that to there. Make sure they behave themselves with heights. They have actually not done too bad. I've seen them do a lot worse. Alright, you go out to about there. Begin the same kind of curve. Boop. And then make that turn. Ooh, that's a good turn. Then make that turn. There. There we go. How are you looking for heights? A little worse off. A little worse off. How about we give you a little bump up in height right there? There we go. And you actually could do with a little bump up in height. There we go. Alright, so that should keep those relatively level. I do actually not like that dip. You are a little bit high actually. There we go. And overall they are fine. I'm just going to flip that outer road around because obviously it being placed the wrong way to get started, because that's how you place roads down. Just in case you're wondering, that's how they do it in real life as well. They build all the roads heading in one direction, then just repaint them afterwards. It's fine. So they do all the roads. Alright, so this must be our... Which one must be our inn? Now, based on the way the roads work, if we bring the inn here, they're going to want to come mostly down and propagate in. So I feel in this side would be better because there's propagate in down here. But the other side is also want to get out of here as well. So it would make more sense to bring them in this side because then they'd be on the out of the lane here anyway. So let's give that a try. And I want to use slip road, but I want to start off with a dual carriageway. So we have 2 lanes going straight out. Let's just put that one there. Boop. And that one there. Boop. That gives us our... yeah, I know one's facing the wrong direction, but that gives us our starting point to work towards. Alright. So you're going to be the inbound. So you're going to come from here in, and from there in. So let's take you out a bit further now, get you onto a bridge. Then we slip you over to a slip road. And say you're in, but it's going to come from here. It's going to run parallel there. Then it's going to go. Then it's going to go from there. Get it lined up the front of the road. Nope, you're supposed to be a... Oh, I thought you're supposed to be a bendy lane tool, but you weren't. From there into there. Boop. And then the next one's going to do exactly the same from the other side, but that should be so dead on. It should come from there into the side. Because I'd like the second one to come off from that, but that's going to be an awkward thing. Okay, how about you take that off that way. There. See, it's like there. Okay, let's get the one plan. So you're going to come from here, but you're going to have to climb up and over this road, right? So you should have a nice long lead time coming off of here. I want you to run as close to parallel as you can, because parallel is good. There we go, and then out to there, and we're going to climb a second height to there, so that you can make a turn across these roads. You're going to be awkward about the pillar, aren't you? Of course you are. Right, where's the concrete pillar trying to go? Oh. Boom. There, and that is actually not bad. I would like to be a little bit tighter on that though. So can I move you just a hair this way? And can I move you a hair that way? And then boop to boop. And then you can have what's left, because you're coming from a slightly different disadvantage anyway. No. Let's try that a little less sucky and a little more logically. Sure, that's less sucky, right? There we go. And then we need to flip you around, because you're the inbound road. There we go. Actually, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Okay, and that's the other one. You're the outbound road, so you're going to go up there and flip over that one. Now, the problem with you is you've got to get over that road and back down over here. Unfortunately, you can't go under that, so you're going to have to go over. Although you could tunnel, but I don't feel like tunneling is a good option. Let's extend you out a little bit further before we give you the all go. There's apparently a suspension bridge in the middle of this one, but okay. Your starting point here is going to just be nice and simple. You're going to make it to there. How about you don't do it in the suckiest way possible though, right? I thought we had that already. I thought we already had an agreement not to do it the sucky way, but sure. We'll do it your way. Which, for people who are not understanding, that means it's a sucky way. There we go. Alright, one done. The second one's going to come from here, it's going to pop out. And then it's going to go across and into that lane. And we can't go under, and we have to go over, so we're going to have to go to a double up and then go over that one, which will be up too high, and then bring it back down again over here. We have a height limit, so let's try from this side first. I want to be up 2 by this point. To there. That should allow us to get across here without any issue, so much as the as long as that. Come on, don't be that guy. You're gonna be that guy, aren't you? So put you in here, maybe. Not maybe connected to that road itself. How about we put you here? I'm kind of hoping just to get it in there so I can use the move tool to position it somewhere better. I need to have 2. There we go. Look at that. That's amazing how accurate those builders can get sometimes. Sure, that's where my cursor was. You would go there. There we go. And where are you going to be coming in? There. So you would then go, you'd be over here. And then we build from there into there. Sure, that's exactly how I would build it too. Right, let's get this road a little less weird and a little more okay. Can you come down a fair bit? That, nope, okay, that. Okay. That's apparently as low as it's allowed to go. How about we remove you? And remove you. And remove you. We should be able to build from there, right? We should be able to build from that one. Yes, we can. To there. So we're going to ask this to come down, down to there. And then connect in here. Right. Let's get rid of some of the weirdness. But I feel this is going to work. Let's flip that road around first. Because I don't want to do the. I don't want to try and do the rotations after we've done that, because we know it'll complain at me for trying. All right, so let's start this side. We come out here. We'll take that off of there because it doesn't need that. Let's do that actually. So you can pick your direction there. Then here we into a little less of a bend. Then here we want to have that. If that can do that, we can move that this way. Don't want it in the actual road though. If you can help it, please. Thank you. Right, so you come up here and you would have a less of a bend. Like that, which means you would need more of a bend at this end, just to curve that around. And then to there, and then here, if we could actually bring that in a bit more, we could remove that bend a little bit. There we go. And I think we're good. Excellent. That's a bit steeper than I'd like it to be, but that can be solved by moving you back here. Yes. I'm just going to point out to that... oh, actually, I realised we dropped down there. Oh, in that case, we can't do that. Put that back here. Okay, I'm happy with that overall. It's a bit of a steep climb here, but not much we can do since we can't have them overlapping, and these are the lowest tier and you can't go under them. If we had more room, I'd probably elevate that to a tier 1, have one go under and one go over. But we don't really have the room to play with because I want to keep these near to the land so it can look like it's connected to the land for a moment. But there we go. And we actually have vehicles already using this road to leave, which is great to see them using that road. How about anybody en route? Yep, people en route to enter as well. Alright, this highway is now connected. And that's great because that means they're actually going to start using this highway system. And we haven't even told them to do anything new in this area, so that's great. Alright, well I think that's actually a good stopping point for the episode. We have a highway up here working. Vehicles are coming down it. What's the rough numbers look like? Okay, occasional vehicles, but that's enough to get started with. Alright, and over here, now we've got all the vehicles coming in. Oh yeah, here they are. Look at all the vehicles. Look at them all. Look at them all. And they're causing some minor congestion back onto this road, but we've had that so many times before. I don't feel it's going to be that big a problem. And then mostly feed that top one. Ooh. You're feeding both top and bottom. Are you? Oh, did we not set up this as a lane filter? We did not. Alright, well in that case, you go to the bottom one. And you can only go to the top one. And that way it sort of splits the load 50-50, which I didn't realise we hadn't done.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors. And
there we go. So that should actually, in theory, help out a lot more. And vehicles hopefully can't change lanes at the other one side of the road there. But that should mean these split more evenly because they want to get to the junction they can get in. We should see these vehicles here changing. Yep, look at that. A lot of those have just moved to the bottom lane now. Okay, well I feel that's going to work out. We'll give that a try and we'll see how it goes. I feel this is going to work really well, but we'll the only way to find out is to give it a run. Anyway, until next time, comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.